Welcome back to Sunrise Daily World. Today we start off with the development with the number plates, driver's licenses, and some of those other challenges that you're going through out there. We've got the Corp Marshal of the Federal Road Safety Corps joining us today. Mr. Prt1, thank you for coming on this morning.
Thank you very much.
Well, interestingly, ever since they started, of course, we'll go through all of this, but in the meantime, there are lots of complaints from Nigerians about excruciating what they go through. And as a matter of fact now, there are people who have applied for either their licenses or I think the plates, okay, we'll still come to that, but the license is taking its toll on Nigerians. Start off with this. What exactly is going on with this in terms of why is it taking so much and so long to get it?
Well, the driver's license is has a lot of dependencies, and those dependencies are impacting gravely on implementation. It's a huge IT project where we want to capture the data, fingerprints, face, and demographic data of an individual and send it over the network to the central database. It's done online. So anytime you have a network failure, the process stalls. Anytime the network is slow, the process stalls. Now, partly with that is that as we were building out the project, we had the National Assembly issue, we shut down, and then trying to restart the project hasn't been easy. But we've managed to do that, to restart the whole back end. So because of those dependencies, we are using VSATs to do that. We've also gone now to include fiber cables on our driver's license centers. The implementation of that is going on. When we talked about the 1 year deadline to change it, is that we saw a problem that was potentially going to happen, and that has happened. What has happened is that everybody that wants a driver's license now, a fresh driver's license, ought to go through a driving school and then apply through the VIOs to get a driver's license.
Driving school set up by?
By individuals, certified by FRSC.
Okay.
Now, the problem is that they are going around that by getting the fake old driver's license and using it to come back to get the new one.
How?
So potentially, within the last 1 year, we have seen a situation where 53% of between 47 and 49% actually precisely, of the licenses that have come for renewal are fake driver's licenses. They did not exist in the old FRSC driver's license database.
But some of them claim that it's FRSC officials that gave them these licenses.
Possible. But then the problem is, you needed to pay a state government. You needed that state government to authorize you to get a license. And you needed that license to be captured and done in FRSC office. But what happened was that while we went into the whole rebuilding system, was that the system was built to be an over-the-counter process. So it's done offline. You go in, they capture your data, print your license, and then send us the data back to the central database. Now, that didn't happen. What happened in the usual Nigerian style was that people now got these licenses. I mean, it's not difficult to buy a Zebra printer. It wasn't difficult to get a software that can make you licenses. And then send that details through the FRSC officer or any other method they can find to the FRSC central database. But because they don't pay the state governments, they can't bring it in because there is no evidence of payment. So many Nigerians were actually walking around with a fake driver's license. Now, let me tell you what has happened. In Switzerland, last 2 weeks, a person who came to Switzerland with a Nigerian license, a Swiss citizen who had a Nigerian driver's license here, went and tendered it in Switzerland to change back to a Swiss license. The Swiss government ran a verification on the license, and the police now said, this is a fake driver's license.
The Swiss police?
The Swiss police. And 3 months after, the Swiss police charged the person to court. And then the court case was going on until last week when she was sentenced to 3 months imprisonment without an option of fine for possessing fake driver's license. Why is that so? Because it is now possible to verify Nigeria's license. So, and they want FRSC to say, this license is genuine. I can't say that.
No, but what happens to those who don't know about this process, they go to FRSC, who are the authorized persons,
Yes.
who are supposed to know the processes to go through.
Yes.
And then if FRSC gets them the license and doesn't go through the process.
That was possible in the old one. It's not possible in the new one. Now, the new one is not possible for them to get it to you any other way except through this process. So part of what you see is that it creates a backlog, because when you come, they'll say, oh, the network is down, or this has happened, or you have to go to the bank, pay and all that, which you can all do online. So what has happened is that our proposal has been that we started the new license in 2011, right? And this is 2013. Next year is 2014. By 2014, nobody in Nigeria should actually have the old license because it expires every 3 years. So we've gone with a proposal to the Joint Tax Board to say, actually, the target we wanted to stop people from using fake licenses to get into the new, due to all the delays and the closure of National Assembly, state issues, the postponements, there is actually need to now extend it to the 2014 date and see that nobody should actually, you should go when your license expires.
So, no deadline this month?
Yes, the JTB is coming out with a program on that, because the deadline was set by the Joint Tax Board, the State Government's Board of Internal Revenues. So it wasn't set by FRSC. But based on our proposal to them, I believe the JTB in the next few days will come out with a clear indication of the new time to cut over to the new system. So that will at least reduce the pressure. But the most important thing is that we have a challenge. Are we going to go for convenience or for security?
Speaking about security.
Yes.
What security measure is on this license, please? Because what we've seen and complaints from people is that the only difference in this new number plate is, one, reordering the numbers the way they appear.
Yes.
The map of Nigeria.
Yes.
They don't see any security feature.
Okay, I'll tell them. First of all, if you have a laser light, you can just take it to the license. You will see written on the sheeting, on the license sheeting, there are some not visible to the physical eyes that are engraved on the license. So you need to have that technology to be able to do the fake of this license, which you can do because nobody goes around with a laser checking. But the most important is that if you go now to your phone and type, send an SMS to 33810 and type verify plate number as in NO, verify plate number, one word, space and your number, the new number, the data will come back to you immediately on which number has been allocated to which vehicle. If you want to do it,
just type
33810 on SMS. Send an SMS to 33810 and type verify plate number. Now, if you do it now with your vehicle plate number that is on the new number system, you will see the information immediately. This number has been allocated to Toyota Camry on this date and time, and the registration process is either complete or not complete.
Is that the one you could check online?
Online too, you can go to the nvisng.org. If you go to nvisng.org, that one is, go there, you see verify plate number, click on it, type in your vehicle number, and you will see the details immediately. And if you do that on the website, it is free. If you send it by SMS, the network, it costs you about 15 naira. So if you go online to our page, that is free. Just go in there, type in your number. It won't show you the name of the owner. It won't show you the address.
That's
because
on the NVIS.
NVIS.
Okay, but they have to fill the form there.
No, you don't have to fill any form. If you have registered their car
but
under the new driver's...
There are vehicle information required about owner's information and all of those. So
no, that's not. You are not on the homepage. If you go to the homepage, it will take you to. You will see verify plate number. Click on it. Click on verify plate number and type in your number. No spaces. KJA blah 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 and this. Now, each time you register your car under the new system, your data is fully captured about the vehicle, chassis number, engine number, including insurance policy. One of the greatest things we've achieved is go back to the insurance industry and ask them today. They have never seen this level of compliance to insurance policy because our system does not allow you to register a car without insurance. Now, the next stage to this is that we are going to hold insurance companies accountable because so far people complain about, but before now, people get insurance without getting a proper insurance. So you couldn't hold any insurance company responsible. So in the process of doing this number plate, we've gotten the insurance industry to build what they call the Nigerian Insurance Industry Database, the NIID. So if you buy an insurance now, you will get a text message back on your phone telling you that this insurance has been uploaded to the NIID.
Is this still going to happen? Because, I mean, today we see that FG stops NICOM's budget, suspends insurance licenses. That's on page 8 of Vanguard today.
That has nothing to do with the vehicle insurance. Vehicle insurance is a statutory requirement.
Okay.
You shouldn't put a vehicle on Nigerian roads without insurance. So the third-party insurance people used to buy before is you go to the licensing offices, you buy something for 2,000 or 3, and then you put it on. But that you can't do now.
Now, you know, a host of Nigerians will tell you that the vehicle registration is far more easier, you know, than the driver's license. I'm happy that you appreciate that there are difficulties and that Nigerians have been given all sorts of stories. The network is down. We don't have paper to print. You know, there's no laminate today. Come back tomorrow. You know, you didn't wake up on time. You know, our opening time is 7 o'clock. There are all sorts of stories, and people are wondering what exactly. Why is it that the system this time around is one aiding corruption? Because when a system is so difficult, or when it becomes so difficult to follow, what you find is that people are looking for shortcuts, you know, to try and mitigate the difficulty and end up having fake licenses.
Yes, I think that is because, like I said, convenience versus security. We can tear off the online system now and say do it offline. That will make it easy for everybody.